What's up, catfish people? I hope y'all are having a good day. I'm heading to the lake. I'm gonna go try to catch fish, try to catch a catfish. I may have to catch some bait. I've got very limited amount of bait on the boat with me. I've got, I think, a couple of white perch and a spotted bass. So I'm gonna have to fish in North Carolina when I'm using the spotted bass, and that fits into my strategy today. And that is working some creeks. I went to a nearby lake day before yesterday, and I fished it. I fished the main body of water, fished river channels, never had a bite, never caught a fish. And I went to the back of a creek, and well, about midway back in the creek, and I started catching fish, started catching pretty decent fish in there. So my strategy is today to work some creeks to see if these fish are in there. It's mid-April, and water temperatures are moderate right now. They're in the, probably going to be in the mid-60s today. We've had some cold snaps. Had a frost freeze warning yesterday. Temperatures have climbed into the 60s. They haven't been extremely warm. So that water temperature may even be down towards 62, 63. So a little bit chilly, but not cold. Plenty enough heat for fish to be biting and fish to be active. So I'm going to try the creek attack, and we're going to see what's working there. And I'll try to go over some little tips and points during this video for you guys to keep in mind, whether you're fishing out of a boat or if you're fishing off the bank and you've got access to some of these creeks, some things to keep in mind. So let's get it down to the boat ramp and get it in the water. We got one taking a run. He is taking off. Let me make sure I get a good hook in him. There we go. That big boy was that way. He's back that way now. It's an awesome run on that fish. Made a little change in plans here, folks. I planned to drift. Got out here and the water's muddy. A lot of mud. A lot more dirty water than I thought there would be. So I decided to come in the back of a creek and anchor up and just see if there's anything in here. This is a good fish. It's a good fish. He's fired up too. That's the cool thing. He is fired up. I got some of my spotted bass out. That's what I'm using. I'm using another line there. This fish is fired up. That's good. He's a good fish too. He's a good fish. He's a good fish. I'm gonna let him flail for a second. I'll get that around that line again. Straight under the boat. Back under that rod. Got a little bit of a tangle there. I might ought to net this fish. I don't know. He's biggin'. He's a biggin'. He has my rod buried in the water. Oh. If we can net this big boy. Come on, biggin'. Need one more crank on him. I can use the rod. Oh. It's hard to see where the heck is. There he is. I'll say it's hard to see where he's at. Ha ha! In the net. That is a good fish. That is a dang good fish. That's a nice fish, guys. I've been looking for a good one. That's a good one. Anybody would want that fish. Let me get the hook out of him if I can right now. Oh yeah. Look what he hit. He hit my small bait. I always put out what I call a feeler bait just to see what's out there. He knew it was pinky though. That's what it was. He knew that was all pinky reel. Look at that sucker back in the water. Scale's working. Yep, there we go. Good job. Get a good weight on this boy. 30, 32.10 in the net, so we're right at 30. It's a good looking fish. Good looking fish. Excellent blue cat. Oh yeah. Let's get him released. Bam! Well, there's one bite and one fish in the boat, and that was a good one. That's a heck of a way to start today. It's a heck of a way to end today. It's a heck of a fish. The day maker. But hopefully we'll get on some more. Like I said, I got out and kind of made a change. I had planned to come drift one of these creeks, and the mouth of it's really bad muddy. I'm not a big fan of drifting in muddy water. You can catch them in muddy water. You've heard me say that before drifting. I prefer to do it in stained to clear water. Don't ask me why. It just seems like the bite's better anchored in muddy water than it is drifting. Though I may go try it just to prove my point. We'll see. But yeah, just a lot of mud, a lot of dirt around. Dirtier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm just adjusting my game a little bit. Got kind of a southerly wind also, which is changing up the game a little bit. So I'm adjusting on the water. It's what you got to do when you get out there. Sometimes what you plan to do when you leave the house doesn't work out when you actually get on the water, and that's what happened here. So made a little adjustment. I'm going to try this for a little bit. I may drift this. Who knows? We'll see. I'm going to kind of just look at some things, see how this bite is, see if this bite was just an anomaly, and then make some adjustments from there and try to get on some fish. I got a fish on this rod. That's a decent fish. That is a good fish. I was just reeling stuff in to move. My drift isn't exactly perfect here. And this is a good fish. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some emergency work here and get this planer board in first, because it may get in the way here. I think he's hooked good. What I got going on is a planer board that may get in the way of catching this fish. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is get this board out of the way, clear this line, and deal with this fish. He's kind of over it. I think I'm okay now. Let's go ahead and get it in. This is that PC fun, and it retrieves quickly. All right. All right, now I'm back in business. Instead of take every little housekeeping there and get some stuff out of the way. When there comes the wind finally. I put out the big drift sock. Whoa! Whoa! Where's the bugger grip? It's on the other side, as always. It's a good fish. Got it. Oh, it slipped off the boga. God damn it. That's a good way to lose a fish right there. Got him that time. Nice fish. Just spun around so I can get that hook out. Again, another one hitting a little bait. Take on. Oh yeah, upper teens. Another great fish. Upper teens, nice blue. I'm gonna get him released. Now I'll tell you how I caught this one. Boom. Pow. I made a little switch. From being anchored, I decided to drift a little bit just to cover this water to see what's out here, and I'm at a bad drift angle. I'm gonna end up going up on a shoal, so I was reeling stuff in to make a move, and I'm gonna go ahead and reset and do that now, get these other ones in. Then drift across here. That's a 30 and one in the upper teens, so there may be some fish back here. Well, the area in the back of the creek didn't produce any more fish. I came out about midways into the creek and fished some of that area. No fish. We're still dingy down here. Got a little cleaner water up here. I'm drifted into kind of the confluence of two rivers here. And try this, see if I can get on anything. But it looks like this bite is slacking off here in the afternoon. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes midday, late afternoon, it'll slow down. Could be just a time of day bite. Give this a little bit further, see if I can put one in the boat. If not, I've had a pretty good day. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, and here are a couple of more videos that I think you're gonna like.